Dustin Johnson's decline continues, and Jon Rahm loses his spot in the top 3. LIV Golf used a 54-hole format and never followed conventional golf rules. They thus begged for OWGR points for their players, but their request was turned down. The golfers were the only ones who had to deal with it. Most recently, after the Masters tournament, a report stated that Jon Rahm shared the same fate as fellow LIV golfer Dustin Johnson. Xander Schauffele replaced Jon Rahm, who entered the Saudi-funded league ranked 3rd on the world rankings, dropping him to 4th place. Conversely, Dustin Johnson, the former world number 1 golfer, dropped from his highest ranking of 336 to 343. The two players who played mediocrely at the Masters last week caused this decline in the rankings. Despite taking 1st place last year, Jon Rahm came in 45th. His ranking was far lower than that of individual 8th place finisher Xander Schauffele. Even worse was Dustin Johnson's performance. After 36 holes, he was unable to make the cut. Despite winning the same event in 2020, the weather problems that plagued the greens during the first 2 days of the major may have contributed to the performances, but if the OWGR had permitted LIV golfers to earn ranking points, they wouldn't have needed to attend the majors in order to do so. Inversely, the news that LIV Golf would be abandoning its OWGR appeal struck a serious blow to its players. Greg Norman, the CEO of LIV, declared last month that the company would no longer be aiming for ranking points through the OWGR. He wrote a letter to the golfers and his team addressing the matter. The fact that the authorities were referring to LIV Golf as an ineligible professional golf tour clearly infuriated him. In an attempt to gain OWGR points, the league supported by Saudi Arabia even introduced a promotional event this year that would serve as a requirement for league qualification. However, the OWGR ultimately rejected their appeal. Greg Norman chose to support as a result, and he sent a letter saying,